Hello and welcome to this week's edition of The Reasonable Businessman. My name is Luke and I'm striving to give you definitions in layman's terms about business concepts. This channel is not for students or people looking to pass a test, but rather for entrepreneurs and business people looking to understand these concepts so that they can use them in their daily life or in their business. This week we're going over the vision statement. A vision statement is something that has been misused several times, countless times, and now has a bad taste in people's mouths when they use it because they're not using it correctly and it becomes a waste of time, if not damaging. So a vision statement is a statement about what your company should be and what its purpose for existence is. Too often people use that phrase and they make something about what they want the company to do for them. An entrepreneur will open a business, and when they say, okay, what's the purpose of your business? And they'll say, well, it's to make me money, of course. Well, okay, yeah, that's an aspect of it, and you can include that in some ways if that's really what you want. But we'll say a shoe company, you open a shoe company is not for the sake of giving you money. If you're opening a business to do money, do a financial investing or something like that. But why did you open a shoe store as opposed to a financial investment? Or why did you open a shoe store as opposed to a restaurant if all you're worried about is money? Somehow there was some passion or some interest for you to open a shoe store specifically, and that passion and interest is what you want to capitalize on. So the purpose of the vision statement is not to say it's to give us money, but what is that company going to do in the world? And that world can be your small community, that world can be the actual world on a global economy. What do you want it to do and what is its purpose for? So for an example, a couple examples, a shoe store has this one shoe store, I'm sure you all know the name of it, but their vision statement is to bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. It's a little bit different than selling some shoes. A little bit different than, our goal is to sell 1 million shoes a year. Even though they can do that, that's not the vision. Their vision is to bring this inspiration and innovation. So that's what they do, and that's what guides their employees. And that's Nike shoes. Another direction, we have Zappos. If you don't know, Zappos.com is an online shoe seller that's expanded into other departments. And theirs is delivering happiness to customers, employees, and vendors. Now, typically the critique here, when people see these vision statements, if they don't understand what a vision statement is supposed to be for, they say those have nothing to do with your industry. Delivering happiness has nothing to do with an applicable business of selling shoes. All right, so the reason we have these kind of vision statements, and the reason you're going to hear terms of, keep it vague, keep it broad, look forward thinking, there's a million different ways that they've stated this, and I'm going to add one that I think makes a lot more sense. It's a filter. It's a filter specifically for people making decisions. If you have a vision statement of delivering happiness, delivering happiness, if you're an employee, if you're a manager, or if you're anyone involved with this company, you're going to make a decision, and you're going to have, opportunity costs. You're going to have, several different avenues that you can take, and you need to decide which one's better. Sometimes they'll be better financially. Sometimes they'll be better for your employees. All the different stakeholders in your company. You have to decide. So this filter is the first step. If you truly have a good business culture or a well-developed business culture, any employee can look at any decision that they're making, any act that they're going to do, and put it through this filter. Am I delivering happiness to customers, employees, and or vendors? In this case, I'm going to add the or. But is what I'm doing adding this? If you have an action that's going to make your employees not happy but your customers happy, okay, there's that conflict that you need to go into, dive into, and find a way to adhere to both and make both happy. But if it's between making customers happy and getting an extra buck, well, that extra buck is not in your vision statement. So your employees can feel justified in deciding, no, I'm not going to make the extra buck. I'm going to make my customers happy. So you as the manager, employee, whatever you want to do, when you're making these vision statements, make them in a way that gives your employees the ability to make these decisions that you believe will work out better for you. Zappos's vision statements have allowed their employees to serve their customers in ways that usually you would not be able to do in a retail environment, especially an online. They're known to have conversations like a customer service. Someone calls in distraught, and they've had conversations up to 8 hours dealing with this person. Everything, and they talk about everything from what pizza you want to order to their daughter's birthday party. But that customer service has made them famous. that customer service, that delivering happiness that they've done, even though they're not reaching their numbers with customer service. They could be making more money by helping more customers, but they're not, because they're delivering that happiness. That happiness has made them famous, which brought more customers in. Obviously, Nike is, in the bringing inspiration and innovation. Nike is known in the athletic world. You cannot say that Nike has not brought some innovation and has not inspired. Their phrase, "just do it," has inspired so many people. That's their goal. Comparing them to people who have bad vision statements of, we want to sell 1 million shoes. First of all, that's obtainable. You never want it to be obtainable. You want it to be a type of existence. And obtainable, that's a goal. There's a difference between a vision and a goal. What type of business you want to be and what you want to achieve on the way there. So that's really what you want to do. You want to create a filter that your employees can use to make decisions. Following that up, you as a manager or as an entrepreneur, you want to allow that to happen. That's going to go more into developing culture, but I do want to emphasize this. A lot of people make a wonderful vision statement. It's broad, it's forward thinking, it's all these things, and they're renowned for being well written, but then they don't follow it. They'll announce it, they'll send an email out to everybody, and then you go back to business as normal. But this vision statement has to be supported. If someone makes a decision in your company and they back it up with saying, according to the vision statement, this is the best thing to do, this is what we're here to do, you may be able to follow up with, well, that's an interpretation of the business statement, let's work together to get on the same page of how we're interpreting it. But you can't say, don't worry about the vision statement, go ahead and do this because it does this other benefit for us. That's going to destroy your corporate culture. That's going to destroy everything you're trying to build, and you're not going to succeed. So that's a vision statement. Hopefully that helps. If you have any more questions, please leave a comment below. If you have any questions about any other business topic, I'm okay on finance topics, but any business topic, mission, vision, the Porter's 5 forces, all these weird things you're going to come across if you're researching how to run a business, I'm happy to discuss all of them. Just leave a comment in there to tell me what you're looking for, and I'll make a video for it, or I'll respond to you directly. And of course, like and share. This is a new channel. I'm trying to get the word out there. So you have the like, you have the subscribe, the share. Everything you can do always helps. And I hope you have a good day.